Hello mathematicians, here is the video for Home Connections 103 and 104. Number 1, Hector says you have to measure the length of every side of this square to find the perimeter. Do you agree with him? Why or why not? So a square means all the sides are the same length, and 4 right angles of course, but since all the sides are the same length, measure every side, I'm going to say no. You only have to measure one side. And add that number 4 times. So again, the question is, does he have to measure the length of every side? No, he only has to measure one side. So let's say, for example, the side was like 3, right? And then you would just do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So you only have to measure one side and then add it 4 times. Number 2, which equation shows how to find the perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around the shape. 8 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3. And I don't see 8 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3 anywhere as one of the choices. So it looks to me like they're showing it just a little bit differently. The answer is going to be 22 because 8 plus 3 is 11. Another 8 plus 3 is 11 as well. So I know it's going to be this one. Let's break it down here. I know that 2 of the sides have a length of 3. And 2 of the sides have a length of 8. Add it all together and it's 22. So they're showing it in just a slightly different way. Number 3, Mr. Hunter is trying to find the distance from one end of his whiteboard to the other. He's not finding the area. Area would be all of this. And he's not finding perimeter. Perimeter would be all of this. He is only finding the length of his whiteboard. So there's our option. Number 4, which of these situations is about perimeter? The number of tiles needed to cover the floor, that would be area, right? How much space is on the floor. How much fence goes around a backyard? There's perimeter. And the width of a table, that's just a unit of length. Okay, number 5. Beckett and his mom are going to paint the living room. They need to measure the room so they know how much paint to buy. They should measure the wall in. So how much paint goes on a wall? We need to know the area of that wall. So it's either going to be square centimeters, square feet, square inches, square miles. You always want to choose the biggest possible one as long as it's not bigger than what you're measuring. So square miles, no way. The room is definitely not bigger than a mile, right? The length of the wall and the width of the wall is not more than a mile. So of the 3 remaining, any of them would work, but what would make the most sense would be the biggest one, as long as it's not bigger than what you're measuring. So square feet would work. So you can measure the length of the wall, maybe 15 feet, and the width of the wall, maybe 9 feet, and then you would do 15 times 9, and that would give you the area of that wall. So square feet makes the most sense. On to page 104. This rectangle has an area of 45, so the area is 45. And to find area, we do the length times the width. So 5 times what equals 45? So that could be your work. You could also show it as a division problem. No matter how you show it, the answer is 9 feet. That's the length of the missing side. 9 feet times 5 feet is 45 square feet. Number 7, Tom wants to find the area of the school's basketball court. So area is length times width. A stands for area, L is length. W is width. That's the formula when you just use a variable. And then you can put any number from the problem right in there and you can find out the area. Number 8, Alexandra and her dad built a deck in their backyard. It had an area of 48 square feet and a perimeter of 28 square feet. Circle the drawing that shows the deck they built. So the area has to be correct and the perimeter has to be correct. Let's see, let's do area first. Area is 48. That means the length times the width is 48. Well, 8 times 6 is 48. 5 times 9 is 45. So that one can't be it. And the last one, 4 times 12 is also 48. So we've narrowed it down to the first one or the last one. Now the perimeter needs to be 28. Let's look at this first one. 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus another 8 plus another 6 is also 14, right? Don't forget to add the other ones, the other sides. And that gives us a perimeter of 28. Let's check out the last one. The last one is 12 plus 4, which is 16, plus another 12, and another 4 is 16, which would be 32. So that one doesn't match. The only one that matches is this first one. So let's read the question again. It says, circle the drawing and then explain your answer. So my explanation might simply be this, that the area is 48 square feet. And the perimeter is 28 feet. Remember, just plain perimeter. And for the middle one, the area was 45 square feet. That's why we got rid of it. And I didn't even figure out the perimeter because I knew it couldn't be right. But what would the perimeter be? 9 plus 5 is 14, plus another 14, is 28. And the last one, the area was correct. 48 square feet. And the perimeter, 12 plus 4 was 16, plus another 16 is 32 feet. So the only one that matched both the 48 and the 28 was this first one here. The middle one, the area was wrong and the perimeter was correct. And the last one, the area was correct and the perimeter was wrong. So the only one that matched everything from the problem is that first picture. All right, here are the answers from 103 and 104. All right, kids, I'll see you in class.